Alrighty, and welcome to another episode of the Primer Podcast. My name's William. That's right, no Davis. Davis had plumbing issues at his house, not able to make it to the Goodguys show. So I am on the southbound 5, I think Camp Pendleton area, in the truck, chugging along. I think I've got about another 20 minutes, half hour to get there. Speaking of the truck, chugging along just fine. The suspension work as far as the radius arm bushings and lower control arm bushings really has made a difference. It's amazing over the years how you get used to something slowly wearing out, and then you get it fixed and it's like a brand new truck. On top of that, brand new carburetor, got that dialed in, purring like a kitten, taking these hills no problem. Excuse me. And fixed my leak, or my oil leak, again. There's an extension off the block to the oil filter housing that leaked in the past. Replaced the gasket, all of $1.75. Went to tighten that bad boy up and broke a bolt. Turned out the tech, or the torque spec on that is like 10 to 12 or something like that. I kind of think my mechanic might have messed that up, when they had it in, thinking that they were going to fix it for me. But really not worth, the $1.75 and the hassle of, bringing it in, paying for it. Just went ahead and did it. So, Goodguys show. Last time I went to a Goodguys show was, I think, 2008 or 2007, when Fish and I made our epic trip to Texas. There was a Goodguys show down there. I remember it being, pretty well done. So I'm really looking forward to this one in Del Mar. I'll do what I can for pictures. I grabbed the wife's camera. It's a few years old, so maybe my iPhone will actually do better, as far as quality-wise. And I've got the GoPro, so I'll try to shoot some video and see what I can see, do what I can do, meet who I can meet. So I'll pick this up when I see something good. All right. Back on the freeway, northbound. Just got out of the show. Spent a good 4 hours there. Really good show. Lots of good stuff. All right, brake lights. Surprisingly, a fair amount of Galaxies and Ford trucks, and some nice looking early 70s, late 60s Mopars. So I was in, car heaven on this one. They also had a autocross, so essentially a nice tight little track that guys were racing on. Average time was, they say, around a minute, but real hopped up suspensions on like Camaros, Malibus. There's one killer Mopar. I can't think of it and drive at the same time with these brake lights. That was really cool to watch. Wow, a lot of traffic. I mean, this is like 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. Can't think of any reason why this would be happening. It's going to make for a fun ride home. So back to the show. Lots of cool cars, very family-oriented event. It was nice to see a lot of different cars. You know, being in SoCal, you start seeing a lot of the same cars. Multiple shows, which is cool. I got nothing against it, but we go to a lot of shows. So coming down to 20 miles north of San Diego, got to see a nice variety of new stuff. Like I said earlier, Davis wasn't here, so all the photos were off my iPhone. So it's running the latest OS software, so we'll see how those goes. So check them out on the website. They'll be up by probably tonight before the podcast even comes out. Davis got hit with a nice $3,400 plumbing bill. Roots in the lines. As far as I know, they ran a camera down there, and they probably pressure jet, blow out the roots and stuff. We'll find out more about that when I actually talk to him. He might be coming over on Sunday, which will be tomorrow, and we'll do more of a sit-down thing rather than me trying to talk and drive. Talk over my exhaust leak, here in the truck. So we'll leave it till then. We got banned on the ham for life. I guess someone didn't like us posting up interviews like the one we did with the Gas Girls. Got an email today that the ban's been lifted but we can't post up commercial stuff, which I'm going to have to email them back because, as far as clarification on commercial, because that, to me, commercial means that you're making money or charging money or something like that. And, we just do a podcast and take photos. So I'll leave it open for now, as far as ending credits and stuff like that. But go ahead and toss us some mail. Let me know what you think about the iPhone photos. Let me know what you think about the video. I didn't shoot as much. Well, didn't shoot as many as we normally do because I'm doing two things at once. Oh, nice maneuver, guy. Cut me off and brake. Nice. So I really got to get to driving here. The pace is picking up. So this is William signing off. Alrighty, and welcome to the second half of this episode of the Primer Podcast. My name's William.
Man, this is Davis. Wow, I'm not. I'm part of the second half.
Yeah, you weren't part of the first half.
No.
First half was me on the road.
Solo.
Man, you missed a good show.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Did you see some bitchin' Camaros out there?
Actually, the Camaros were on the autocross.
Okay, so we need to back up.
Okay.
Tell us where you were at.
Well, that's on the first half already.
Oh, okay.
So Goodguys.
Goodguys Del Mar.
It was the second
show?
second fall Del Mar Nationals.
Oh,
was
okay.
actually the full name of it.
Right.
And it's amazing when you get out of
or when you get into a new county, just the different mix of cars that you get. I mean, what we go to 2-3 car shows a month on average,
Right.
And you start seeing some of the same.
Right.
This was
Totally different.
totally different. I mean, I don't think I saw, a single car that I've seen before.
Wow. Okay.
Plenty of Galaxies.
Oh, really? I saw a few photos.
I talked with one guy for a little bit. He had a 67.
Oh.
It was rattle can black.
Yeah. Was that one I saw? It was like a fastback?
Yeah.
Ah. That had a 390 in it, didn't it? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, there was an FE in there.
Yeah.
I talked with him a little. Yeah, he had the FMX transmission, so it would have had the 390
Oh, yeah.
rather than the 352.
Uh-huh. Well, for that late, yeah.
Cool guy. I talked with him for a little bit just about the car because I kind of walked past it. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that was a 67. Back up,
So 67 was the first year for a fastback style for a Galaxie?
Yeah.
They didn't have them in 66.
You know what? I'd have to do a little research on that.
You did have a picture of a 66 in there.
Yeah, but I
It was
mean,
a hardtop.
there were. I mean, there were several. I mean, more than several. I mean, there are quite a few Galaxies floating around in there. So between the Galaxies, plenty of Mopar stuff in there.
Oh, yeah, there's some killer Mopars, straight axle cars in there. I saw that.
Oh, well,
Fury.
Yeah, that
Gray Fury.
Well,
Clean.
right next to that was, I think it was a 64 Galaxie.
And you may be right. Yeah,
That
like
had-
63, 64.
That
It had a
427 in it.
It had an FE in it for sure. I did see that.
And
yeah.
then right next to that was like a 65.
I think that was the 66.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same,
but-
similar body style.
Okay, and
Lots of cool money there.
yeah, big money. in
Big
there.
money, yeah.
And then then you walk a little bit, and it's like, oh, here's a 1972, Charger, or
Oh, okay.
or something like that. It was like, oh man, I mean, I was
So they weren't really broken up by families or car clubs. It was just kind of a
no, actually, when I was talking with the guy with the 67, it was park wherever you want to, move whenever you want to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was very laid back on that aspect.
So you just kind of look at your watch and go, I got to get home for dinner. It's later.
Right.
Huh?
So I mean, there was lots of cars moving around all the time.
Kind of their own cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had like the Trans Am racing you mentioned.
Well, no, it was an autocross.
That's what. Okay, right. Kind of like an SCCA thing where you're hunting down cones.
Right.
And then this was on the fairgrounds.
Yeah. Nice, tight little spot.
Yeah.
Lots of turns, a little hairpin, but
That'd be similar to what we see at the Coronado Speed Fest, where they're driving around. Except that that's like a dealer, like try out this new Corvette or something on a little closed course kind of thing.
yeah, but this was some serious competition.
So these guys they're timed, and this is
Oh yeah, there were times.
and you can get some money.
I even checked on the website. I don't know.
Oh,
There were a few guys that were just dominating. Just
Well,
total tricked out suspension stuff.
was this like late '60s cars they're driving?
Yeah. There was one kid because he looked like he was like 17, 18. In like 68, I think, Malibu.
Okay.
Just tearing it up. There was an old dude in, I forget what kind of pickup.
Oh, really?
When I first saw him, like, what's this guy doing out here? Well, he had the suspension to do it. I mean, this thing was just rock solid.
Right, super rigid.
Going around these turns. But definitely my favorite was. I was just looking at it too because I was working on the video. this Challenger
Uh-huh.
that, I mean, just think of your late 60s, early 70s. It looked bone stock,
Right.
you know, and good condition. You know,
Uh-huh.
the paint was right and everything like that. Just tore it up, you know.
So suspension mods on that, super stiff handling, and
Yeah,
he had the car dialed in.
yeah.
Wow.
I forget what the logos. I mean, he had the manufacturers up, you know,
Oh, was
decals
that
and stuff like.
Was that the Hotchkiss?
That's it.
Okay.
That yellow one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hotchkiss, man. I think they're up in Santa Fe Springs, all about suspension mods for.
You know, but this guy is with
Cars.
DTM Racing, which, if you want to check out the website, there's almost nothing there. You know, I mean, there's a homepage and a contact.
Right.
You know, which it's. I googled it. You know, DTM Racing. You get a bunch of like Mercedes-Benz stuff. So it's DTMRacing.us. But
I don't know.
I tried to get an interview with him,
Uh-huh.
but he was super busy.
Oh.
You know, like I just kind of briefly talked with him, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and like, okay, I'm like, now's not the time.
Right. So they broken out by classes then, or is it just kind of like
It seemed like a free for all.
let's just line up and keep going and
Well, they had an order,
uh-huh.
you know, and they kept running, trying to beat their times,
Right.
You know, without hitting a cone.
Right. And they get that's like what Sarah was saying about her SCCA kind of stuff.
You know, but
So they had like their own pits then, sort of.
uh,
So it's kind of like you show up at you show up at the Galaxy and it's like it's in the car show, but then you're like, hey man, I'm gonna pay an extra $40 to enter this timed race,
yeah,
and you could do it.
that's what it looked like.
You don't need a helmet.
No, they weren't. Well,
So
no
it's
helmets.
just like what right, typical SCCA. You just have to pass their tech of
it's
basic brakes and tires and
It seemed total low budge. I mean,
yeah.
I didn't see toolboxes.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the pits was
the parking lot.
Yeah, but I mean, no toolboxes. They were just parked there.
Uh-huh.
You know, maybe a cooler, maybe a couple sandwiches or something like that. But I mean,
That's it.
you know, that was it.
Well, now that breaks up the car show. That's cool.
You know, plus they had a little swap meet area.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't nearly as big as I had anticipated.
So it's more of a show.
Yeah, it's more of a show, but
Right.
they had lots of other things to look at.
Right.
They had actually they were all wearing Edelbrock racing T-shirts. High school kids breaking down engines
Oh, that's
You know,
okay. So
where they race
Yeah,
to
that's
break
the-
down and put an engine
right.
back together.
right. That's the something engine builders of tomorrow.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're breaking down engines and they're getting timed on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they're
I mean,
teens,
there's
kids,
rules.
High
You
school
know,
kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. They're pretty
See-
quick. I mean, like
Yeah, it's great if
was
you
like-
have a small block Chevy.
that's what they were. Yeah.
I see that. I go, that's great, but where's the kid working on the Ford?
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
They could
Oh,
not.
sorry, it cost too much money.
Yeah. They could not have broken down and put back together in 20 minutes an FE.
Oh heck no.
You know, but the small block Chevy was under 20 minutes.
Yeah,
You know, with
team of like 6 kids.
I think it was 5.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 of them working on it,
Uh huh.
and one tool guy.
Well, so yeah, someone's running parts or tools.
Yeah,
Right.
so someone would call out, 5/8 on a torque wrench
Right.
at this spec, and it was his job to
right.
have it ready when they were coming over.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of rules, as far as only one person could be torquing at a time.
Really?
Yeah, so you couldn't have 4 people with a torque wrench. It was one person with a torque wrench. And you had to show it to the judge that it was
A torque wrench.
at the correct spec.
Oh, really?
So if it was 30 pounds per, you had to show it before you started going. But
I still wouldn't trust an engine that got built in 20 minutes though.
well, in a normal competition,
Right.
They didn't do it here, this one, but they would have the stuff to fire it up.
Okay.
To make sure that
Right.
Everything was done correctly. They just didn't have the gas tank and the radiator and all that kind of stuff. It was more of like a demo type thing rather than an actual competition. But that was pretty cool. They had a couple big vendor booths. Nothing real exciting there.
So Saturday was the day to go, though.
Yeah. Sunday, well, okay, it was all pre-72. Sunday, which was today, I guess they opened it up to almost everything. But I didn't feel like driving another 200 miles.
Oh, forget that, man.
To check it out.
No.
Especially with my newfound oil leak on the truck.
Yeah, man. So the truck made it down, no problem, though, huh?
Purred like a kitten, man.
Down the 5.
405.
Yeah.
Down to the 5.
Yeah.
About 20 miles north of San Diego.
Where the turf meets the surf.
Had the press parking.
Oh, cool.
So when I pulled up, oh no, just you go around over here where the flagpole is and the fire station. Whipped out the big yellow card and like right over here. Yeah.
Right over here.
Well,
Flaggy.
He tried to put me in a nice tight spot.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I'm thinking about how am I going to get out. I'm like, can I park over there? Whip it around? Oh yeah, no problem. Everything was like no problem. I basically walked right in.
Right.
There was no one. There was no line for the media area.
Right.
There's one security guy at a gate.
Yeah.
Showed him the ticket.
Right.
Hand stamp.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Done.
Oh.
Walked right in.
We never seem to have that ease, do we?
Not usually.
Not usually. Right. Oh well.
But then again,
This is a Goodguys event, though, so
Right.
I've never been to one.
Well, this was my second one,
Right.
but because I had this extra stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how the regular general pop went, but it was a good family oriented thing. They even had in one of the vendor booths. I didn't check it out, but like for the kids. But what's the model company that starts with an L or an R? Revell. They had a thing where it was like a build a model, take it home.
Yeah, snap
type
type
of thing going on. For the kids.
Absolutely.
They had
I grew up on those.
So kids and stuff with like the balloon animals and stuff like that, and off in one area it's where they had all the woodies. And they had a surf band going on.
Right. Wow, man, cool.
Which they were. I didn't catch the name, but they were like original surf tunes. So it wasn't just like like at was it the Ford show at Knott's Berry Farm? They have that essentially a Ventures cover band.
Right.
No, I mean these guys had their own stuff that sounds like it would fit.
Right.
So I mean overall, I'm glad I went. I'm glad I spent 4 hours driving.
Did you get any potato tacos when you're down there?
No, but I actually got some falafel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was like, okay, it's getting lunchtime. It's like, I had some stuff in the truck. I'm like, okay, let's see what's here. Okay, chicken strips. I'm like, go to the taco stand. It's like, no, carne asada. Okay. And I was like, what? Falafel? What? Sign me up, man. It was pretty decent, too.
So good food. Good event. Good family atmosphere. Easy to get in and out. People were cool. They had a perfect weather.
Oh, the weather was great. I mean, it was t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a thermal. I had a jacket.
Uh-huh.
Oh, because it was super foggy yesterday.
Right.
I mean, it was
I did remember that.
It was super foggy all the way up until when I got onto the 5. When it started opening up.
Right.
And even then there was still some big banks. It was like San Onofre till I was totally clear.
Right.
But yeah, overall great show. If they're going to do a third, we should definitely do it.
Yeah, man.
But unfortunately, you were stuck home.
I was stuck home with my sewer, man. Good times.
So I mentioned yesterday, that you're about $3,400 in on some
unplanned plumbing.
So what did they actually do?
What'd you say? What do you mean?
What did they actually do? So they came out.
Oh, they came out, dropped a.
Did they try to snake it first?
No, because there's no point in that. I tried snaking it myself on Friday night and pulled some roots out, but I wasn't sure which direction it was coming from. Every time I get involved with plumbing, I always get a different result. But I had a guy come out due to your recommendation. Guy came out. The earliest I could get somebody out was Saturday at 10. So they basically, instead of pulling the toilet and dropping a scope down through the drain, they went through the vent up above on the roof. Because
you don't have any real good cleanouts.
I have no cleanouts in the house or next to the house. And we're talking an 80-year-old house, so nobody bothered to invest in a cleanout. Except in the laundry room, which is a 2-inch that I found out later, which...
Rather than like a 4-inch.
Exactly.
A 4-inch with a sweep would have been
right,
nice.
With some nice sweep would be perfect, but no. That was left up to me. So, yeah, I dropped the scope in.
Which goes back to that... Why am I the first person to do this in 80 years?
Yeah, man. But thankfully someone did put ABS in underneath. But it took the guy 2 seconds to realize that somebody had put one of the Y fittings in backwards.
Oh, really?
I don't understand that. But he said, it works, but he's just kind of shrugging and going like, whoever did this, man. It's just kind of like not really on the level. So... No pun intended with sewage, but dropped the scope in, ran it 75 feet out to the city sewer line. It was pretty cool. I mean, it's like watching one of those crazy sci-fi ghost ghost series. Yeah, it's black and white. It's grainy. It's like I'm inside a pipe. It's like I could be looking for ghosts.
Seeing these roots, you kind of
dude, the roots
like. Almost like waves,
just
moving back and forth.
Yeah, it's like with
the water.
You're walking out of But and then past, we got 10 feet past the roots. It was like no problem. So, root problem is between the house and about 10 feet out to the laundry room. That's right where the wife put the nice bougainvillea in a vine. So, I told her thanks.
I hear you, but who knew?
It was dirt when we moved in, so that's been 9 years, man. So bougainvillea over roots.
It's
12 years old, so not 12 years old. It's 12 feet high on the side of the house. So I'm almost betting that it's bougainvillea roots, which it's just that thing grows like a weed.
Okay, so after they scoped it and found it, what'd they do?
Well, and then they actually we had to locate where it actually is underneath the concrete. So they get like a kind of like a stud finder, but it makes a noise. It's about the size of a cordless drill, and it has like a stick on it with like the size of 2 tennis balls, and it starts making this. it sounds like a kid's toy gun, and it starts beeping, and they can locate where this cast iron is or where a denser part of a pipe would be, because I guess apparently it's either going to be cast iron to where it starts to get horizontal, and it should be a clay pipe. So
Okay, I was thinking ceramic, but same thing.
yeah, your vitrified clay pipe probably. So it's got a couple 90s in there, and then somebody put in a T for the laundry room because that was added after sometimes, probably 50 years old. So we found that, but yeah, man, breaking up concrete and dropping in some ABS plastic pipe is the solution. You know, $3,400.
Did they power jet it?
Can't power jet it because the pipe's broken.
Oh, the pipe's broken.
Broken just past that the roots have broken up the joint, so there's no point jetting it.
Because it won't build up pressure.
You're basically going to destroy what's left of the pipe joint. So there's no point doing it. Because you got a broken joint with roots growing through it. You got to go in and take it out. And there was also some talk at the beginning about re-sleeving a pipe with plastic. As far as, if there's some roots in and the joints aren't jacked up, they sleeve it. Yeah, they go dig down to the pipe, figure out where the problem is, and go upstream, and basically use like a resin-based plastic, and they blow it down into the pipe as far down as it needs to go at $120 a foot, and basically put like a balloon in it and blow it up, and so that expands. It makes the cavity, and then it hardens up within like 3 minutes, and then they pull the balloon out, and then you have your plastic lined pipe.
Right. Which,
technology is awesome.
Yeah, in the right circumstance, that would work great. But you've got a blown out.
But you've
joint.
got broken pipe, man.
That ain't going to seal it.
It isn't going to really do anything. So you got to replace it. So,
So when are they coming out to do that?
Tomorrow, dude.
Ooh, another day off from work.
Half day.
So yeah.
If I take the full day, then I don't get paid for the holiday.
Oh,
okay.
And again, goes back with our sayings. It's like
rule number 1:
be there when someone else is working on your house.
So,
because you got to figure. Okay, I know the phrase is wrong, but it's the low man on the totem pole. See, actually, the low man on the totem pole is the most important if you get into totem poles. But the way the word's used, low man on the totem pole is the one that's going to be making some decisions.
Right.
Once they dig it up and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it also has to do with the way he digs or the way he cuts something.
Right. So you kind of want to be there to help make those decisions.
Common sense.
Right.
Point out something's not straight.
Yeah. Well, and also, it's drained, so it's got to be. Well, it's a professional company, so.
Oh yeah.
So they know.
Around.
They know what pitch. It's got to be. What is it? 1/4 inch for every 12 inches. It's something like that.
I think it's 1 inch for every 10 feet. I don't remember.
I think it's 1/4 inch per 12.
All I know is it's draining my wallet.
Right.
And once it's done, I'll have a clean out and a long sweep 90. Waste away.
Yep. Hey.
There you go. Call it done.
And you won't have this problem again.
No.
Not in your lifetime.
No. But it just blows a hole in everything else I've got.
Right before the holidays.
Oh, yeah. Perfect timing. 2013 is going to be one hell of a year for me. The kitchen project stuff is no sink now, no faucet. That's going to be on hold. I'll have cabinet doors, though, because I have a router table coming.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Oh, she ordered it.
She ordered it?
Of course.
What kind of router table?
It's a
Did you get it from Rockler?
Yeah, no, Amazon. Big Dog router table.
Don't know it, but
highly
it doesn't
recommended on Rockler and Amazon. But Amazon was like $15 cheaper.
Nice fence,
Yeah, man.
miter gauge.
Yep,
Something you can start building some jigs for,
absolutely.
like a little, like that coping sled. You're gonna need something like that.
So she got fed up looking at doorless cabinets. So there you go. I told her that, and a bottle of Maker's 46. Well, it's all good. I know where to get wood, and that's the end of that, man.
Ooh, the 46. I haven't had that in.
A year.
That's right. It was Christmas time when.
That's right. So
when I got that bottle. That's some good stuff.
So yeah, man.
Sorry, you got me thinking.
Everything else got put on hold. So I did put the 8-inch in the garage, reorganize my garage.
Well, I was
I guess you could call me a woodworker now because I did like a rig shelving on the side of the garage that would have the bikes and all that junk. So I put up all the poplar and get all the wood up out of the way and broke down the engine stand. So got the 8-inch in there now.
Well, see, there's
Thing's
your
a
other
bitch to move, man.
but there's your other money.
Oh yeah, dude.
You
If it's quiet enough, I'll take your shirt, go whoosh.
Yeah, well, because you got this whole 8-inch conversion.
Dude, it's gonna take me a year.
Plus the Ranchero.
Yeah. Well. But speaking of the 8-inch conversion, I got a call last week from the wheel guy. Collins, his name was Collins Custom Wheels in Bellflower.
So not Happy John?
No, it's not Happy Jim. These are the wheels I'm having fabbed up from original Ford stamp centers, put on with newer 6-inch wide rims. They're being welded up. He calls me up and says, all apologetic. Cool guy.
We got a problem.
He says, hey, I thought he was going to tell me they're ready, but he's like, those Ford wheels, man. He says those center sections are hard to find. And I was laughing. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm calling you, man. And so he was like, kind of laughed. He said, well, we got 4 of them done. And Carlos is working on the other one, and we got to find it. And I'll give you a call, and I just want to give you a heads up. I'm like, that's cool. A phone call telling me where you're at, it's fine. He just wanted to make sure that, he thought maybe I needed it to move the car around or something. And so he was like,
if you're on a,
I'm on a schedule, And I said, no, that's cool. Just give me a call when you're ready. He's like, okay, well, I'll come down on price. I'll help you out with this. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. Thanks for the call, man.
It's all about the customer service, man.
But then it was funny, though, because he said, yeah, these are hard to find. Everybody wants these. And I'm thinking to myself, as soon as I hung up, I'm thinking, maybe that's something you should invest more into for people. It's kind of like, everybody wants these things. They're hot, but, nobody seems to have them, It's like, maybe I should get into that, Custom wheel place. You might think about that.
Yeah. Was it you that I was just remember something about a transmission shop?
Transmission shop.
I don't know if I was reading it or I heard about it, but there was some transmission shop, kept rebuilding these transmissions, and it always came down to the torque converter that was bad. That was a problem. And so he invested tons of money so he can make his own torque converters.
Was that that one girl from gas girl she was talking about?
Was that it?
Transmission shop.
Okay, yeah.
She mentioned something about that of a guy who was there was the torque converters that were failing. I guess they're cheap imports or something.
Yeah, but there's this guy's
He went and
niche.
made his own.
You know, it's like, well, you know, invest in a little bit of equipment,
Right.
start popping them yourself.
Start making your own.
You know, if there's that need.
Well,
Much like this guy that did,
does wheels.
you know, all these torque converters are bad.
All right.
I'll start making my own, and they won't be bad anymore. Ultimately, saving money because you know he's not rebuilding transmissions
Right.
because of the torque converter.
$2 part saves the whole project. In
Yep.
your case, a hose clamp,
Oh,
which makes me wonder where it went.
I have no idea.
Maybe it slipped off and has moved down the line a little bit.
Okay, what he's talking about is Galaxie's got a fuel leak, which, of course, I've been out here in the garage, you know, smelling gas for, what, a month?
Oh, easy.
You know, got the fan on. I just haven't,
Killing brain cells.
yeah, I just haven't been in, like, dirty mode, you know, to climb underneath there. Davis goes under there, you know, within, 30 seconds. Here it is.
Yeah. Brake
Yeah.
line, e-brake cable, fuel line. There's the hose.
Get a flashlight under there. There's no clamp. No clamp from the hose to the hard line. There used to be one there. I mean,
That's why I had you check it, because you could feel it, too.
You could feel the indentations.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe it was just enough gunk on it that was still there, and I'm missing something.
Nope, it's gone. You know, and I've been out here several times, fired it up, and trying to find a leak. Got some fresh cardboard underneath there. But like you said, maybe the gas. There's not enough gas in the tank.
Maybe not.
It's not high enough to like actually push it out.
Maybe.
Especially since, I took a few gallons out, to put it into the truck when it was low.
How'd you get the gas out?
Siphoned it.
Oh, really? Like we did with the Ranchero?
Essentially.
Ah, dude.
Yeah, but I've got much longer hose and
Is it clear hose?
it's clear hose.
Okay, that helps.
So I can like
So you can see it before you taste it?
yes,
That
so it's like
sucked.
3/8 diameter.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get you one of those hand pumps. So they cost like $5, man.
Okay. Normally I siphon homebrew. So it's
Yeah,
it's
but-
not that big a deal if you take a mouthful.
Yeah, but gas, man. You don't want a mouthful of gas.
Well, it's the fumes that get you first.
It just tastes like shit. I mean, it just tastes awful, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah. That it does.
It burns. It's not like it's a good brown alcohol. I mean, it's a freaking. It's like a solvent.
It's gasoline, man.
Petroleum.
But then also, before we started recording here, showed Davis a couple things. Showed him how to pick a lock.
Ooh, 20 seconds, man.
20 seconds on my back door. Actually, it took a little longer because I dropped a couple things.
Yeah.
But real time.
Inside a minute.
Yeah. I got to practice on the padlocks.
Wow.
That's my next step. And got your knife sharpened up.
Got my pocket knife sharpened up.
Just a matter of a few minutes. Nice little Spyderco system.
There you go, man.
I highly recommend that.
That worked like a charm.
Because back in the late 80s, I worked at Vaughn's. For 3 years, I worked in the meat department. So I had hundreds of dollars worth of knives on, in a scabbard on my side, that you would have to, I mean, you're using them constantly, so you constantly have to touch them up
every day, right?
And the oil stones, it takes some skill. I mean, you you just can't walk up and say, "Oh, I'm going to start sharpening this." I mean, it's like you got to match that bevel. Hit the angle. And then when the oil stones start getting out of square, it's just a big pain. Like we said earlier, the Japanese water stones are killer, but they're super expensive. But for $100, you can get into the Spyderco system, where all you got to be able to do is hold your knife straight up and down. A couple minutes, you've got a nice sharp blade again.
That sounds like something that the Craig company could do.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, it's
For
along
like woodworking, man.
But it's along that line.
Yeah.
As far as
Some kind of jig.
Yes, someone
Idiot
thought
proof,
about it.
right?
It's like, well, how can we maximize, the efficiency of this? More people are going to buy it.
Absolutely.
Like your Craig jig.
Thing's awesome.
You just got that little small one, didn't you? Like
That's all I need. Yeah, do face framing.
Yeah, the little pocket jig. Would it set you back maybe $20?
No, I think it was like 40.
Okay.
$40, and I had the vice clamp for it. But
versus, I mean, I went ahead and I bought the whole thing, so essentially I've got like 3 different jigs in there and stuff like $100, $120. But that's when I was making a lot more money. And the other ones actually are a lot more convenient, than trying to line up that pocket jig, which it still ain't that hard.
No, not hard at all, man.
Yeah.
To dig it.
I mean,
Just drill holes, man.
And pretty versatile, man.
You can do a lot with those, man. You just face, a butt joint face frame. Perfect. Any kind of.
Well, you can do picture frame miters with it,
right?
From the backside.
Yep.
Highly recommend the Craig jig.
Yeah. Reminds me of the same thing though with the stone though. It's like, just put the knife here and do this. Done.
Yep. So. I mean, it takes a little.
A sharp knife is always better than a dull one. So.
Well, a dull knife's dangerous.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
But yeah. So let's see. Last weekend.
Yeah. What's up?
Was it last weekend was Performance Plus that we didn't go to?
Oh yeah, we had some rain.
Okay, but I finished up that that cabinet install.
How'd that go?
Piece of cake. Because I already had the majority of it done. But I ran out of materials and was running out of time. The week before, so all I had to do was essentially pop in a face frame, which I use a Craig jig for.
There you go.
Already had it built, already had it primed, painted. It was just pop it in, then just caulk in it, caulk in all the joints. Done, get paid. Gave him a deal. I mean, I took some hours off because it took me so long.
Right.
Because not for me being lazy, it was the truck having problems.
Right. You just couldn't get over there.
Couldn't get out there. I mean, they were super cool about it, but still, I couldn't live with myself. It's like I had to take some off just because it's like, look, I'm not, dragging you along. It's like, really, this is what happened. But if you're paying someone to come out and do some work, you kind of want it done in a timely manner. Goes back to that customer service thing.
So how's your truck running? Speaking of customer service and new carburetors.
Oh, the new carburetor purrs like a kitten.
You just need to find your oil leak.
You got to find that oil leak, which after you leave, I'm going in, wiping everything down again.
There you
trying
go.
to find it. But, I got that new, $1.50 gasket in.
Huh?
But I don't think that's it.
I don't think so. It's above it.
Right. So find the oil leak. Then after that, it's like I've done everything else. It's just a matter of like buffing out chrome again. With that
Yeah, you do. We gotta fix your exhaust leak too.
I was looking at it. Got some PB Blaster on it.
Oh, do you?
The way the Boss is,
That's the exhaust manifold bolt. I mean, the header bolt.
yeah, number 4.
Is it snapped on the inside or is it?
It's right at the top.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to not do it, have to get an extractor tool in there because there's just a little bit that's sticking out through. But the Boss on it is kind of preventing any kind of tool
What if
to
we,
get any kind of grab on there.
So if we pull the header off, would that give you more exposure for the threads?
What do you mean pull the header off? Pull all the other 3 bolts out?
Pull the whole header off. Yeah.
Well, this bolt is holding the header on. The one that snapped.
It's in the head, right?
The header bolts come up through the bottom, like through the header.
You're talking down at the collector at the bottom?
No, the exhaust manifold.
Well, when they go in this way, horizontally.
Okay, you'll have to see it. It's where the header meets up with the block.
Yeah.
And you've
The
got
flange.
Yeah, you've got like 8 bolts, top and bottom, 4 on each.
Yeah, top and bottom. Yeah, 4 in each.
It's one of those where the head snapped off.
Probably they said it's a bottom one.
No, it's the top one.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually see it.
Right.
And there's just a little nub that I've been trying to grab at.
But I'm saying if you take all the other bolts off and pull the header off, would you have more exposure for the threads that are coming out or the thickness of the flange?
No, because I'm not convinced. Okay.
Then you could maybe do a double nut technique on it. And
I tried that. I couldn't. Nut wouldn't go.
there's not enough thread.
Not enough thread.
No. You should
I don't know if there's enough on the bottom if I pulled the header off if I can grab it or not.
Okay.
Maybe, but I'm trying all the potentially simpler ways first.
Right.
Vice grips, PB Blaster. I mean, I've got an extraction kit. I don't know if my drill can get in there or not. Okay, I have a drill that will get in there, but, we'll see.
Yeah. Good times. Always. Other source of income.
So, speaking of good times, what's coming up?
Good times, man. We got next weekend is December 2nd. We John Force Holiday Car Show, sponsored by the CHP.
That's in a week?
Yeah. Oh. Time flies, man.
Okay, well, that's what I needed to know because...
You got it down there, don't you?
Well...
Yeah.
Okay, because I got a job coming up.
Oh, do you?
Well, you can... On that clipboard over there.
Yeah.
You can see some initial plans. Yeah, the green...
Oh, looks like your mantle.
Not my mantle.
Right, your mantle job.
Yeah. Basically, they want to cover up a lot of the brick. And so I was on the phone with them right before you came over, kind of like conference call. Because
Right.
they're in Torrance. I hate driving to Torrance.
Not easy to get to.
No, it's just not freeway friendly.
Not really.
But I want to just go one day. So I'm trying to get a lot of the drawings, the proportions, the decisions. Because, and mostly dealing with the husband and wife. I mean, he's very capable.
Right.
He just doesn't have a lot of experience with wood, but, he's a very hands-on guy.
Yeah.
I could be like ripping stuff. I'm like, here, nail this and this go together,
Right.
do it. And, don't, I won't have to look over a shoulder or something like that.
Yeah.
but I was talking with them, and we got a lot of decisions made. Actually, while we've been talking, got an email. She actually got some like butcher paper and cardboard and stuff, and mocked it up. Which is an awesome idea. That's what you should be doing.
Yeah, definitely hands on. And then you'll get the big surprise at the end. Right,
because I did that on graph paper. It's not down to like a quarter inch or anything like that, but I mean it's pretty close, proportion wise.
That's the important part.
But it still comes down to their decisions, as far as how wide do you want the rails and stiles? Do you want a base? What kind of molding and stuff like that?
Right.
Ironing that stuff out so that I can send them a materials list and they can go get it, so I don't have to.
Right.
So that when I show up, it's like, all right, let's build this thing.
Right.
It's not like, oh, well, what about this? What about this? And it's like, no, we're building today.
Right.
Yeah, you get some last minute input, but you're paying me today.
That's cool. So that's next weekend for you, huh?
So that'll be Saturday.
Right on.
I got to make sure I call him back tonight so that he doesn't schedule work. He owns his own business, so that he doesn't schedule work for himself on Saturday.
Right.
But Sunday would be the John Force.
Yep.
That was a good show last year. I remember it being really big.
Super packed. A lot of people. Tight cars. It's hard to take pictures. People getting in your way with their dogs and stuff. But great show. And maybe we'll run into...
Good cause.
Yeah. Toy drive for kids. Sponsored by the CHP. A lot of cool people there. And maybe we'll run into Ed Owie out there as well with the Pickups Limited truck club.
Well, yeah, that was the first time we actually met them in person.
And maybe we'll meet some other people. So I'm looking forward. I want to go early. Get a breakfast burrito on the way and be there early to take pictures. That way you can, don't have to wait 20 minutes to take a photo.
Yeah.
So.
No, I hear you.
Great show and all, but yeah, it's just super tight. So.
Well, and it's a big show, and it's a crowd pleaser, and it's a family day.
And it takes a long time to walk it too, just because there's so many people.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm down with early.
Okay.
And then
Saturday after that, man, December the 8th is a Moon Eyes show, Christmas car show. Over in Irwindale.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, man.
I loves me a little drag racing.
Yeah, that'll be some cool coverage with the GoPro, and maybe we can run into the Vandoleros fan club with one of the players who's a member of the Cormans.
That was the connection.
That's the connection, right?
Okay, you sent me that flyer.
I just remembered their name, and then I was like, man, let's see what they're up to. And then that name popped up, and they were out there last year with like a couple of their vans and a couple of motorcycles, I think. But one of their members is part of the band, so...
Do you remember which one?
I don't remember which one.
I'm going to guess the drummer.
Mr. Fish would know.
My money's on the drummer.
My money's on the drummer.
But if you haven't seen the THEE Cormans,
check them out on YouTube, man.
It's good music and a good show.
Definitely a good show, man.
On YouTube, if you can find the one with the go-go dancer off to the side, that's some good stuff.
Need we say more?
I'll leave it at that. Then, anything after that?
The only thing I got to plug after that would be December the 15th is the auction for the Eagle Field drag strip. They're supposed to have their big auction to raise money for their, obviously for their drag strip. They need to have some asphalt work done. So check out the website, eaglefielddrags.com. You know, send some love with some asphalt.
And then, of course, we've got Turlock.
Turlock, man. Then we're jumping over to January the 26th.
Which, did you get the email that our flights have been slightly changed?
You know, I
only,
thought about it, but then that's right after I deleted it.
You need to go back and confirm it. It's only off by like 15, 20 minutes or something. Oh,
really?
Like it's nothing drastic.
Devastating blow to the.
It's not like
weekend shenanigans.
Right. It's not like you're leaving at 4. Now you're leaving at 8. No, it was like 15, 20 minutes, but you just got to confirm it.
Okay.
No biggie.
Oh, you have to reply as a confirmation, or just saying, "Hey, by the way."
I think there was a reply.
Oh, really?
To make sure that you got it or something like that.
Oh, all right.
So dig it out of the trash.
I'll dig it out of the trash.
So, let's see. Anything else going on?
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I'm just praying for money to fall from the sky.
That would be nice. Start playing the lottery, man.
Hey, yeah, Powerball. Was it like $300 million or something?
I don't know. I think I've only played twice.
Yeah, I haven't played in a long time.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have EBT cards for car parts.
Ooh. It's free. Okay, so go ahead and if you're so inclined, toss us some email. We'd love to hear from you, especially if we got anything wrong or
we're never wrong, William.
Okay, or got some input or something like that. Need some more advice on plumbing or
good times.
Or I've been doing tons of exterior painting. But I can cut a line now.
Mr. Shaky Hands.
You'd be amazed. I guess I'll post up some pics of the mantle job.
I'm sure, man. We're do-it-yourself home improvement.
Yeah, make some money.
There you go.
And to pay for my suspension stuff that was twice as much as I was quoted.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I've got that going on, and hit us up on Facebook. I only hit it once or twice a week, if that. Only when there's something going on. I don't flood you. We got someone else following us on Twitter.
So, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So once a week, once every 2 weeks, I've popped
That's
something
cool.
up there. In my spare time, I'll hit the social media. But the photos are already up, good to go. When I checked at like 9 o'clock this morning, we already had like close to 150 views on Flickr. And those were just taken with the iPhone.
I thought that's what that was.
Figured it was better than the wife's camera that was older.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think I got some decent shots. Some of them were clipped off. Like it's like, oh, that's not what But not a professional camera as we normally do, but you still get an essence of what was there. Yesterday at the Goodguys show, which, so I guess that's about it. Hit us up on Flickr, send us an email, and until next weekend?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my name is William.
And this is Davis.
And don't sleep on that primer.
But there